Now we want to add two more things. One is that the move order rule, meaning that red moves first, then black, then red. Also, we need to say that the regular pieces can only move forward. Red goes top, black goes down. Okay? First of all, I would go to my index here. And since I want to say that whose turn is it, I'm going to add one status here. So after this, let's say P, and let's give it some class. Say this is status, like this. And since we want to change it with JavaScript, let's give it the status ID here as well. And in the beginning, it's red to move. Okay, and then styles for this one. So let's go up after tagline, then to the status. Let's make it a bit bigger. Set the margin to, let's say 0, 0, and maybe this much. Good. Also a little bit bolder for this one. So font weight is like maybe around 600. Great. And let's have some letter spacing here as well. Okay, now let's go to the game and add the logic. So let's go here to the game. First is that I would go to the directions. Now we want to have the directions, and these directions is based on the turn that we have. So I would rename this to directions, and then we would have direction for red and for black. Red would go up, black would go down. So red and then black. Red will be these two, and black will be these two. Like this, and I don't need this. Okay, so red is this way and black is the other way. Okay, next is that I need to also store the turn here to say whose turn is it. In the beginning, we start from down, so it's red's turn. So let's keep it in the state, and maybe move this up here so that definitions are up, and then we have the functions. Okay, great. Then down into the legal moves, let me close these. When we get these, we need to check here the legal moves are basically dependent on the color of the player that is playing right now. So first of all, instead of all diagonals, which is the only reference here from these directions, we need to go to the directions and the directions of the current player. Get the piece that is coming from the board at R and C. This would give me the piece, current piece. If there is no piece, meaning that this is an empty square, we just return. We don't want to do anything. There is no legal moves if not piece. Otherwise, we can use the piece here, piece dot color, right? So again, in the directions, now we have directions for red, which is going up, and directions for black, which is going down. And then down here in the legal moves, instead of just moving every piece to all four directions, we would grab the directions for that specific color. And how do we do that? We get the piece from the state. Okay. Then down here, the render coordinates and render board is basically the same. Here on the handle square click, here we're not checking against whose turn is it. So if it's red's turn but a black piece is selected, then it's not fine. If it's red turn, then the selected piece should be red. Okay, so we need to gate that. So down here in the piece, we need to check that if this piece is correct and the piece dot color, the color of the current piece that is selected, is the same as the state dot turn. If this is correct, then we can say, okay, this is the selected piece. So let me save and go here, and now it's red turn, so I cannot select any black, but I can select the red. Okay, but as you can see, it's always red's turn, so it will never switch the turn, and I cannot go back, as you can see, because I'm always going up with the red. Now, in order to fix this, when the move is done, when the player, which its turn is now, has done his move, which is happening here, then we need to switch the state. So after this, we can say that state dot turn. Now here we can say if it's red, then it's black. If it's black, then it's red. But it's much better to have a helper function here. Say opponent of the current turn. Now this function of the opponent, will get a color, and it would say if the color is red, then it's going to be well, not like this, but like this. If color is red, then it shall be black, otherwise it shall be red, and I need to basically return this. Then down here, let me see if I have missing anything. So we have rendered the board, we switched the turn, but we didn't update the status. So let's have another function for update the status, and this function, the update status, which will be here, basically says whose turn is it. So we need to grab the status element. So let's go up here. When we grab everything, have one for the status as well, and this is the status, so that we get it once and use it every time, so we don't need to here always get the element. And then down here, let's say status element dot text content is going to be state dot turn, and then say to move. Okay, now it's red's to move. After red it would be black, but as you can see, the R and the B are in lowercase letters, but this R is in capital, so let's fix that one as well. So here we can say we have a small function called capitalize that will capitalize the state.turn, and this will be a simple function that will get a string s, and it make the first letter capital and the rest is the same. So s dot character at index 0, this shall be to uppercase, and then the rest of the string. So s dot slice from 1, like this. So if I go back, I can play red, and then it's black, then it's red move, and now it's black move. the black cannot move. Well, basically it can move and it should move to here, but for now we didn't include that, and it cannot go back, so maybe like doing